I don't like it when an influencer goes to numerous joints to experience different types of food, posting it on social media, and then calling themselves a foodie. You're an influencer. Why call yourself a foodie? Nothing about your physical appearance suggests you love food. When you get on a bus or an airplane and half of your seat is occupied by a blubber, that's when you think, I'm sitting next to a foodie. When a member of your family plans on stepping out and he or she asks you to tie their shoes, you go, I'm living with a foodie. You come out of a club drunk and accidentally bump into a stranger on the street in the middle of the night. Then you apologetically say sorry to them, and they turn with a grin on their face. Then notice their long, sharp fangs. You go, ah, a foodie from hell. To be a foodie, you have to have something to show for it. You can't just go, hey, everyone, look at me, I'm a bodybuilder. And you have Okonko's figure. Mm-mm. A lot of celebrities consider themselves foodies. Real foodies don't like to be associated with food because that's their vice. Let's all do a quick survey here to make this situation clearer. Between Eric Omondi and Papa Shirandula, who here is the foodie? What about Giuliani versus Major? Sonia Adrians versus Silprosa? Snoop versus Biggie? Taylor Swift versus Adele in 2008? Gilmore Girls versus Kate from This Is Us? I could go on and on and on. The difference between a food influencer and a foodie, apart from their girth, is that the influencer will take pictures of food, while a foodie will picture themselves eating everything. Nobody goes publicly saying they are addicted to food. The same way nobody says, I am an alcoholic. Hashtag drink till I drop. And start making confessions like, I love red over white wine because of its taste. I love taking whiskey when I want to slow down my day. It relaxes me like jazz music. I take gin and vodka because I need to wake up for work tomorrow. Or I take tequila to reduce my brain's ability to suppress the many impulsive feelings that I carry. It also helps not to consider the consequences of acting on them. As an African, it's hard to understand the mind of a food enthusiast, stroke influencer. We probably value food more than any other kind of people. But now, there are too many foods and food combinations in the entire world to care for them, which goes to explain the evanescence of any food post on Instagram, unless behind it there is a good story. This is why I love drinks. I understand wines and spirits. Because the longer the time is stored, the higher the quality. That's all you need to know. From there, you either prefer wines or spirits. Simple. And again, how many dishes does one need to know? Because as a food enthusiast, the dishes you end up liking, you would probably want to know how to cook them. How many dishes would you say are enough? 10 dishes? 20 dishes? Maybe 30, 60, 365 dishes? No, you just need around 3 special dishes. They can only enjoyed in a restaurant, like duck confit with mulberry gastrique. There you go. Or crocodile meat with a side of crocodile tear vinaigrette. This is why I appreciate car enthusiasts, e.g. Top Gear. I know I'll never own a Bugatti, Koenigsegg, or a Ram monster truck, even though I love them all. And it's not because of their prices or roadworthiness, but because they don't reflect my character. That's why the host of the show explained the type of people that will drive these specific cars, of course through human storytelling. I love Mercedes-Benz, especially the S-Class. The first time I saw an S500, was in 2006, fresh from a school suspension, sitting outside my dad's office in Gara, Ramesh Gautama Road. The road was in a horrible state, full of potholes. Not many cars used it. It was a detour kind of road. Suddenly, I saw a beige car approaching, slowly maneuvering the potholes. Then I noticed it was a Mack. When it reached in front of me, I noticed it was a Muhindi who was driving. A great beige Asian in a prominent beige car under beige sunlight. That's a haiku. As the Muhindi was passing, he turned to look at me for a second, then turned away, eyes back on the road, and continued to lead the life of a great beige Asian. And that's when I knew I wanted to own a Mercedes, and not just any Mercedes Benz. It had to be an S Class. Why, you ask? Whenever I'm having a bad day and I'm driving an S Class, I just look out of my window, stare at a rusty, out of place broke man for 1 second. Then immediately I remember my life is amazing.